Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is NFL Talk with your host, Nolan Roberts. Now, today we are going to be talking about the first Tom Brady of football. Now, let's just get this set up real quick. Alright, now, the first Tom Brady of football, Roger Staubach. Before we get into this, thank you for the recent support. The Jacksonville Jaguars video is absolutely blowing up. Currently, it's 3 days, since it's uploaded, and it already has 190 views, so keep blowing it up. Make sure to hit it to 200. Our first 200 video would be pretty cool. Yeah, we're almost at 40 subs. Let's go ahead and do that. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video or any other video that I make, because they are all bangers. And now let's get right into this. So Roger Staubach, the first Tom Brady of football. And the reason I call him that is because of his longevity and his desperate, urge to win. So he got drafted in 1969 at the age of 27. He was in the Navy. That's why he got drafted so late. And also he missed 3 whole seasons in his career from playing from 1969 to 1979. So he, was in the NFL for 11 seasons, but really only played 8. Managed to get over 22,000 yards, over 153, or should I say exactly 153 touchdowns, an 83 passer rating, 57% completion, and the most mind-boggling stat is the 85-29 record. Wasn't on like the most insane team ever. Back in the 70s, it was Packers, really, to be fair, winning almost every single game. And then late 70s, obviously the Steelers were winning all the Super Bowls. So, just for him to be winning that much is quite an insane feat. Starting in 114 games, and some awards and accolades. With 6-time Pro Bowlers, 2-time Super Bowl champ, as well as making the Super Bowl another 2 times. Made the All-Decade for the team for the 70s. Had 7 seasons over 2,400 yards and 2 seasons over 3,100. Now, that doesn't seem like insane because, quarterbacks now are throwing for 4,000, 5,000. But you got to think this is in a run-heavy era. Obviously, it was much harder to pass the ball due to rules on defense and, just how the game was played. 3 seasons with over 23 or more touchdowns. 5 seasons with an 80 or higher passer rating. 3 with 90 or higher, and a career high 104.8. We'll talk about that season in just a second. 8 winning seasons. So obviously, he only played 8 whole seasons. So, I guess in every single season that he fully played in, he was winning. 6 seasons getting 10 or more wins. Again, he didn't play full seasons during the 8, but having 6 different seasons with 10 or more wins is just astonishing back then because, he did play in 14-game eras. He led the league in touchdowns 1, but led the league in passer rating 4 different times. And, 2 of those seasons being his very last 2 at age 36 and 37. His longevity was pretty insane. Now, one season I want to talk about, 1971. Obviously, his 3rd season in the NFL, went 10-0 as a starter. Only threw for 1,800 yards, but managed to get a 15-4 touchdown to interception record. Now, or should I say ratio. That wasn't happening back then. Back then, quarterbacks threw interceptions because of how the game was played. They were more likely to throw it deep and all this and that. They didn't do checkdowns. They didn't play how they play now. But a 15-4 ratio is pretty good. I mean, obviously, that's way above average. Quarters were not getting above 100 passer rating. First of all, they were, to get around the 70-80 range was considered above average. And he got 104.8. That's crazy. He made the Pro Bowl that year, and an underrated MVP, behind the defensive tackle, Alan Page, the first defensive player to win MVP on the Vikings. Underrated MVP. I definitely think that he should at least, been very, very much considered that year. Possibly could have won it. He won the Super Bowl that year, too. Putting up those kind of stats. An insane season for him. Now, another 10-year I want to talk about. His last 4 seasons. So, age 35, or 34, 35, 36, and 37. Put up over 12,000 yards, 84 touchdowns, a 57% completion percentage, and 86 passer rating. Now, obviously, the percentage and the passer rating don't seem too good, but again, run-heavy era. The game was played much differently. If you put that up with the other quarterbacks that were in the league, well, during this tenure, his stats blow them out the water. Now, putting that into a per 16-game perspective, that's over 3,200 yards and 23 touchdowns, which back then was obviously very, very good. And, made the Pro Bowl in his last 4 seasons. Won a Super Bowl within his last 4 seasons, and had a 45-14 record. Obviously insane, averaging over 11 wins a season and only not even 4 losses. Like, that's crazy. After every season after 30, he averaged 2,400 or more. He was a first ballot Hall of Famer. He ended his career with 5 consecutive Pro Bowls. Never even had a losing season. Just like Tom Brady has never had a losing season. So, I mean, yeah, he was just playing at a top level up until he retired at age 37. I mean, he was just winning and dominating. Age did not matter to him, which is one reason why, I call him, the first Tom Brady of football. Tom Brady, though, obviously, he's been going off, 43, going into Super Bowl 55 like it's nothing, throwing 40 touchdowns. Just an absolute beast. And in my opinion, I think he is the best Cowboys quarterback of all time. Now, let me tell you why. So, two quarterbacks I want to talk about that played for this franchise. Troy Aikman, who played from 1989 to 2000, I believe, and Tony Romo, who played from 2004, which he was an undrafted quarterback, to 2016 before retiring to Dak Prescott. Troy Aikman obviously did win 3 Super Bowls with the Cowboys. Insane dynasty they had going on there. But the reason that I think that Staubach was the better quarterback was because, one, Aikman had such immense talent around him. Obviously, having Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders for a period of time, Charles Haley for a period of time, and Larry Allen as, one of the best linemen of all time, just absolutely having a stacked team. Staubach had a good team, but it wasn't nearly, as good as the 90s Cowboys. That was just dumb of what they had going on. And for Staubach to put up these kind of numbers with the players that he had, I mean, he had some good players, like White at D tackle, and having, a little bit of some star receivers, which I'm pretty sure Drew Pearson was one of them, if I'm correct. I mean, playing with Tony Dorsett for a short period of time as well. I mean, they were just on top of their game. And then Tony Romo, obviously is a franchise holder for yards and I believe touchdowns as well, but never won a Super Bowl with the team. Didn't make that many Pro Bowls. And obviously was in a pass-heavy league for a good majority of his career. Obviously having, Dez Bryant, Jason Witten, having multiple good running backs here and there. So that's why I think Staubach is the best quarterback of that franchise, playing in a run-heavy era and putting up the stats that he did. Definitely solidified himself as the best in that franchise. Now, Roger Staubach is a beast. Tom Brady's a beast. And that's why I just think he's the next or at least the first Tom Brady in the NFL. I don't even know when Tom Brady's going to retire, really. I mean, he's 43 and he's going to the Super Bowl. I mean, he said he's going to play till 45, but if he's still playing at a high level at 45 years old, he's going to keep playing. I mean, that's just that. It's just simple as that. Now, if you guys have any videos on what I should do next, let me know down below. I definitely have a good topic. It's sort of controversial, but it's definitely an interesting topic that I'm going to do. Now, if you like this video, hit that like button down below. And if you are new, hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me lately. And thanks for watching.